Athens and OAKA Arena, where Panathinaikos, in front of his home fans, will play semifinal number 2 versus Tau Ceramica from Spain. Mark Brown along with Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich in this much anticipated battle between two of the top teams on the continent, and Panathinaikos has been pointing towards this one all season long, knowing that they would host this Final Four, but they will have a tough matchup on their hands, as Tau has one of the best big men in all of Europe.
Well, Mark, he really is at 6'9". He is really a force down low. He is the all-time Euro scorer in Euroleague play. He averages 16 points a game, and just as a smart, tough, solid player, he will provide the inside presence for Tau Ceramica. As we see here, he averages 16 points, but look at the two-point field goal percentage, 58%. He will have to be on his A game if Tau Ceramica is going to be successful.
Luis Scola, the Argentine star and European star as well. It's been an impressive road to the Final Four. They won their Group A and haven't lost since. Only 2 losses in the entire season, and now making their 3rd straight Final Four appearance, still trying for that first ever Euroleague title. And if they're going to do it, they've got to go through Panathinaikos playing at home. Ramunas Siskauskas, the sharpshooter, has been great of late.
Yeah, he really has. He was the MVP in the month of January for EuroLeague. Followed it up for the month of April. In the quarters, he was sensational. 7 for 8 from three-point range in the quarters. He shoots 50%, leads EuroLeague with the shooting percentage from behind the arc. A real valuable player that has gotten better and better as the competition has gotten better.
Panathinaikos was dominant. They won their first 11 games of the regular season before losing their last 3. Many of those with, obviously, out Mike Batiste, who is sitting out with a calf injury. He came back, and they have been solid, if not spectacular, ever since, going 7-1 from top 16 through the quarterfinals, where they had no trouble with Dynamo Moscow. It is the 8th all-time appearance in the Final Four for the Greek giant Panathinaikos. We'll see if they can ride the home crowd to victory in a spot in the final. The opening tip, Panathinaikos versus Tau Ceramica, coming up. Number 2 underway from Athens, and it is the Greens of Panathinaikos at home who will have the ball first. Panathinaikos leads the all-time matchup 7-4, but has lost 3 of their last 4. They start out hot with a 3 to start it from Diamantidis.
Yeah, Diamantidis, good ball movement at that time. Diamantidis hitting from behind the arc. Good start for Panathinaikos, and the crowd is into it right from the beginning.
Fred House using the screen from Splitter and firing away. And the miss. Empty trip for the visitors.
Diamantidis will run the point. This last week was voted the top defender in EuroLeague for the 3rd consecutive year.
Diamantidis and Siskauskas, along with Becirovic, who has the ball now, crossing over, takes it down the lane and lays it home.
Great play by Becirovic, going by Splitter, taking it right to the rack. And a great start for Panathinaikos.
Scola and Splitter up front with House for Tau Ceramica. This is Splitter with the basketball. Prigioni and Rakocevic in the backcourt, and a foul on Mike Batiste of Panathinaikos.
Thiago Splitter is just one of the great young prospects in Europe, who we see here at 6'11", just 20 years old, and puts the ball on the floor, draws contact. Good call by the official, even though Obradovic does not like it.
Diamantidis pounding the ball and gives it over to Siskauskas on the wing. This is Becirovic. Kicks it out for Siskauskas on the breakdown. Stripped away by the quick hands of House. Tau has numbers. Rakocevic is denied by guess who? Diamantidis.
On the break, 3-on-1 break. And of course, Diamantidis just does a great job of going up and blocking this ball out of bounds. We're going to see here. Here's the break. Gives it up a little early. Goes up, though, but look at... Oh, my! Not sure. I don't think anybody touched that ball. It's either a foul or it would have been out of bounds and going the other way.
On the ensuing possession, the travel violation against Luis Scola.
The last play, we saw the jumping ability of Diamantidis at 6'4". He's really a factor on the defensive end. Has a lot of quickness. Once had 7 steals in a ball game this year. Also 5 blocks. So he is really the complete player running the point here for Panathinaikos.
So Diamantidis, Siskauskas, and Becirovic, the perimeter players on the floor for the Greens. Batiste firing away from 3 there and missing. We'll have Dimos Dikudis up front for Panathinaikos. That sets the starting lineups for both teams. As Rakocevic draws 2 defenders, knocked away by the long arm of the law. Diamantidis, the 3 consecutive time Defensive Player of the Year in Euroleague.
Yeah, and Rakocevic, of course, won the Alonzo Ford Top Scorer Trophy this year in Euroleague play, and Diamantidis has drawn him as the assignment. That's a good matchup we want to watch as this game goes on.
A classic matchup. Fred House missing. Offensive rebound. Scola fouled inside. They will get Diamantidis with his first personal.
We see Scola here on the replay, inside position, a good head fake, going back up, draws the foul, will go to the line for 2.
And Scola will try to salvage 1 of 2. 6'9" in his 7th season with the Tau team, originally from Buenos Aires, member of the Argentine national team, which has done so wonderfully on the international stage. So an empty trip at the free throw line, but they get the offensive rebound. We'll have another crack at it. This is Prigioni, another Argentine. Gives to Rakocevic. Quick release for the sharpshooter. Can't hit. Dikudis, the rebound. And the shooting numbers. Tau has missed 3 of their first 4. They go inside for Siskauskas. That's not usually where he does his damage. Has his own miss. Becirovic lost it on the way in. Dikudis takes the contact, hits the hoop, has a chance for 3.
Yeah, Dikudis at the right place at the right time. Picks up the loose ball, goes right back up. And Panathinaikos looks to be real quick to the basketball.
Splitter picks up his first personal.
Yep, there he is, going right up in between 2 defenders, draws a foul, goes to the line.
Dimos Dikudis gets an awful lot done in under 15 minutes per game, 8 points, 4 rebounds per, and trying to extend the lead here for Panathinaikos. He can do it with that traditional 3-point play. Yeah, 8-2 for the home side.
Yeah, Dikudis is just an outstanding shooter, and you're right. He plays 14 minutes. It's a ball game, averages 8. Very efficient basketball player.
Splitter out high. Now goes against Batiste. Nearly throws it away. 3 on the shot clock. Prigioni contested 3, and he rattles it down.
Really good ball movement that time by Tau Ceramica. Tough shot, but he was able to knock it down.
Fred House breaking up that pass, but it will remain Panathinaikos ball.
Boy, there's a good pressure that time by Diamantidis, but still great offense.
Little pull-up jumper. Becirovic has his second hoop.
Becirovic just an outstanding, again, another outstanding shooter on this great Panathinaikos team, a team that is so well balanced. That's 9 players that average 7 points or more, so they've got a lot of depth and a lot of good shooters on this team.
House misfiring, second offensive rebound of the quarter for Scola. Going to work on the block. Oh, beautiful layoff, and Splitter hammered it home.
Great interior passing that time by Scola. Draws the defense, a good bounce pass, and Splitter with the finish.
Scola just a complete big man, a fine team player and passer. We saw it there. And the deep ball, Becirovic has started this game on fire Panathinaikos leading by 6.
He's a shooter. Tau Ceramica has got to find him early, because he can really knock down shots.
Fred House traveled. And there are the frantic fans of Panathinaikos, clad in green, and they are in full throat here in the first quarter.
What an environment here in OAKA Arena. Terrific advantage, home court advantage here for Panathinaikos.
6 on the shot clock. Siskauskas pull up. No on the 3. Kept alive, Diamantidis. And over to Tau.
We'll take another look at it here. Diamantidis going strong. Put his foot on the line. Nice call by the officials.
Great look at it there. Nico Hatzivredis is down into the lineup for Panathinaikos. Hatzivredis started about half the games. And today the start coming from Becirovic.
And we're going to see a lot of substitution from Panathinaikos. They got, like I said, they have a lot of depth, a lot of experience, a lot of versatile players. But Scola is really taking...
And a foul inside against Dimos Dikoudis.
Yeah, Dikoudis, he's going to take him down low. Scola is just tough and physical, strong, trying to overpower Dikoudis there. And nice call by the officials. A little bit too much movement there.
Scola wanted the hoop too, but the foul happened before, and then misses down on the block. Panathinaikos with about 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, looking to add to that 6-point lead. Siskauskas into the lane. Quickly around the perimeter. Dikoudis doesn't want that shot. And now shot clock down to 8. Dikoudis trying to create on his own. You don't normally see that for Panathinaikos, but he does draw the foul on Luis Scola.
Yeah, Dikoudis really known as a rebounder and a defender. Can shoot the basketball, but it's more of a catch-and-shoot type guy. But we saw here the versatility of him putting the ball on the floor and drawing the foul. We get the crossover. The little bump, not a whole lot there, but just enough to get the call.
And the first foul on Scola. Tau Ceramica head coach Bozidar Maljkovic, and there his counterpart today, Zeljko Obradovic. Between the two head coaches in this game, a total of 9 Euroleague championships, 5 for Obradovic and 4 more for Bozidar Maljkovic. In fact, in an 8-year stretch, the two of them combined for 7 titles. Just an incredible number from 89 to 96. And they were for several different teams during that time. So it is no secret these are two of the best coaches in Europe. Dikoudis with another free throw. Look at the Panathinaikos bench. You saw with the long hair, Francisco Zeljko, the 17-year Panathinaikos veteran. Doesn't play much anymore, but a long-time fan favorite.
Yeah, and he's only 34. That means he got started when he was like 16, 17 years old. And he is the captain, of course. But what a thrill to have to playing so long and to now play in the Final Four in Athens.
A great thrill, no doubt. A foul on Thiago Splitter, his second. It was an illegal screen. So that's something to watch. The young 7-footer going to have to go to the bench here, normally replaced by Kaya Pika. That is who is up off the bench now and coming into the game there, number 14 in white.
Yeah, and that will be a little tough of a loss here for Tau Ceramica, because Splitter has really stepped up his play recently and has been outstanding.
How about that defensive play? House just took it away from Diamantidis on the drive.
Well, both these teams really play outstanding defense, and you were going to see that really generates the offense for both of these teams. But here, there's a nice play we saw there, the knock away that time, and they're going the other way. Unfortunately, Scola throws the ball out of bounds, and the Greens get the ball back.
Couple of turnovers for Tau. They trail by 6 early. And Bozidar Maljkovic wants a timeout to stem the tide here. He knows that the crowd at OAKA Arena doesn't need any excuse to get into this one, supporting Panathinaikos. And both these teams today trying to avoid this game, the third-place game on Sunday. We already know who one side of that will be, as UNICAHA fell earlier today in the hands of defending champion Moscow. The loser of today's game will play UNICAHA. And, of course, that for the consolation prize. The big prize is the championship game where CSKA Moscow awaits today's winner. Look inside that Tau huddle from Vitoria, Spain. Over the last few years, this program has taken just a huge leap. A consistent Final Four appearance, 3 straight now for them. And in fact, an interesting story about them that we tracked all season. Tau is on their 3rd head coach. Velimir Perasovic was the first one who had chest pains prior to the top 16. His assistant interim came in, Ignacio Lescano, didn't lose a game, and then they replaced him with the big-name coach Maljkovic, who obviously has kept this going.
Yeah, very odd, very unusual to have 3 coaches here in one season, particularly for a team that has reached the Final Four and has had, as Tau Ceramica has, but this is the 3rd coach. But they all seem to win. So you got to realize that this team is a very talented basketball player with a lot of really outstanding players.
Down low, just into the game, Tomasevic. No basket. They're going to wave it off. Tomasevic just in the game, doesn't know what he did.
We'll take a look at it here. The great look down low. There he's now. He fakes, puts the ball on the floor, moves 1 foot. I don't know.
An offensive foul. I can't believe that. That's worse than a travel.
And he didn't walk, so I don't know. Obviously does not like the call. I can tend to agree with him. That was not a good call for the Greens.
So Tomasevic, no hoop, and he picks up a foul. Francisco Zalvertis is into the game for his first action for the Greens. Down under the basket. The box out there, shoved in the back as Albertus Kaya-Peker picks up his first personal.
Yeah, Peker really just puts his arm around Albertus and just really throws him to the ground. Easy call for the official to make. There's the shot. You just, he just pushes him. You know, a very easy call to make.
This is Serkan Erdogan, number 11. He comes in off the bench usually for Tau and is an incredible scorer. 3-point shooting range, can score in bunches. Rakicevic now trouble with the handle, gets to the baseline, surrounded by Green, finds Scola in the lane, who fires it out to no one. That's the 2nd time Scola's done that in the first quarter.
Yeah, another turnover, and again, he was anticipating his teammate moving down towards the baseline, throws it out of bounds. Just a miscommunication and poor execution by Tau.
Albertus will take the jumper after the dribble. It rolls out, but Diamantidis with the offensive rebound.
Diamantidis is one of those players in which the ball finds him. He's got great anticipation, both offensively and defensively. The ball just has a way of getting into his hands.
Prigioni nearly came up with the steal. Prigioni, one of the top theft men in Euroleague basketball.
Yeah, another defensive player, one of the better point guards in Euroleague, and now we're going to see Zoran Aplanovic come in, check into the ball game.
Actually, we haven't had Prigioni get up yet after that dive. Oh, this would be just a crushing blow for Tau if he's not able to continue.
You're absolutely right. Like I said, he's one of the better point guards in Euro play. Just a solid player, a great shooter, and he's very, very effective on the pick and roll with Scola. We haven't seen too much of that yet, but I'm sure that if he's able to come back in the game, we're going to see that before the evening is over.
Albertus draws the foul. Kaya-Peker came in for Splitter, who picked up 2 quick ones. Now Peker has 2. This is Francisco Zalvertis. Has played on 8 Greek championship teams, 5-time Greek All-Star. His prime is behind him, but His veteran leadership and the ability to perform in big games. He's very much trusted by the coaching staff.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, he's got the ability to step outside and still knock down shots. Works hard. 17th straight season with Panathinaikos, and like I said, he's only 33 years old. So he has been there a long time. He loves Athens, and as I said, he has never really thought too much about leaving.
He has been on all three Panathinaikos Euroleague championship teams. He'd love to make it 4. The defense really holding up now for Panathinaikos. 15-7 the advantage. Albertus for 3, and he was fouled by Erdogan. And the wily veteran may have kicked out those feet a bit to draw the foul. At least that's what Erdogan thinks.
Yeah, I think he did. We're going to take another look out here. Batiste going to the lane. He throws it out. I think it really was just fouled, and the leg went out from under him. Good call by the official. Then Albertus goes to the line once again.
Look at the bench. Batiste, and next to him, Kostas Tsartsaris, who is a guy who started 15 games this season for the Greens, but has been tweaked a little bit with injury and may or may not play in this game. For now, he sits out.
Yeah, and Albertus, a 67% foul shooter on the year, knocks down the first 2, looking for the third one. And how good would it be for Albertus here to pick up another EuroLeague title after playing for 17 years in Athens.
Crowd loves the result. 18-7, largest lead of the game. A foul underneath the basket as Scola was cutting.
Scola trying to establish position, coming from the weak side. A little bumping that time here by Tomasevic. Trying to fight him. Here he comes through the screen, fighting him over the screen from the weak side. Good try. Good, actually a good foul. Trying to deny him the position. Unfortunately, Panathinaikos is over the limit. And Scola goes to the line.
Tomasevic at age 33, a veteran, picks up his second foul.
And so many of the Panathinaikos players come in and make contributions. In the last ball game against Barcelona, 13 points. Again, coming off the bench and making a nice, valuable contribution.
Albertus drove in, had it knocked away. It will remain Panathinaikos ball with a 9-point lead. 42 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Here we see Albertus putting it on the floor. Sort of loses the ball pretty much on his own. I didn't like the call, but he gets it from the official.
Diamantidis missing from the corner. Rakocevic driving in. Contact, no whistle. Tip back won't go for Pika. Here's Scola kicking out. And a miss on the 3-ball by Planinic. Final 20 seconds of the first quarter. Panathinaikos shooting 50% from the field.
And Tau really having some problems putting the ball in the basket, but you got to look and give credit to the Panathinaikos defense.
Diamantidis fading 3 won't go. Rakocevic with 2 seconds left. Oh, tries one more pass, and they won't get off a shot. That was up after the buzzer to end the first quarter. And credit the defense of Panathinaikos, who has surrendered just 9 first quarter points. The Tau Ceramica, who comes in on a 10-game EuroLeague winning streak. 18-9, heading for the second quarter. So ready to start the second quarter. Mark Brown along with Gail Goodrich. An 18-9 advantage for Panathinaikos over Tau Ceramica in this semifinal number 2. The winner advances to the EuroLeague Final on Sunday to play defending champ CSKA.
And Tau really has to figure out how to score the basketball. Only 9 points in that first quarter, and that's not going to get it done.
Scola wanting the ball, but drawing a lot of attention. Right now, it's Diamantidis down there on it. They forced the kick out with a double team, quickly around the perimeter, and no basket. A shot clock violation. Rakocevic did not receive it and release it in time.
Yeah, Tau really moving the basketball nicely. from one side of the floor to the other side of the floor, but they've now got 7 turnovers to 4 for Panathinaikos, and shooting only about 25%. With that, the 7 turnovers is, again, not going to get it done.
Tomasevic cannot hit inside, and we have an answer to one of our questions from earlier. Kostas Tsartsaris, number 12 in green, now on the floor. So he is healthy enough to go. Now winning the rebounding battle, but down by 9. It was 11. 1 point, and there, a whistle against Panathinaikos. Nikos Hatzifridis. First foul.
Panathinaikos has really stepped up their defense and really gotten out on the leading scorer in Euroleague, Rakovic, who has not had really a good look in this ball game at this point.
Serkan Erdogan has yet to find any room to shoot. Now he does from 3 feet beyond the stripe. Just a bit short, but it bounces right back to him. Crowd wants an offensive foul, but the flop not rewarded. Becirovic to drive and kisses it in off the glass.
What a score. This guy really understands how to score the basketball. Shoots 53% for twos, 47% for threes, and he's just been at an outstanding year. Had 17 and 4 assists the last ball game. He's got to step up his offensive production along with Scola if Tau is going to get back into this ball game, as they're down 7 at this point.
Empty trip off the Tsartsaris miss. That was the first basket of the game so far by Rakovic, and a blocking foul on the Panathinaikos drive. Sami Becirovic will pick up the personal.
We're going to take a look at here. He is moving his feet. I like the call by the official. He doesn't like it. Pleading his case to no avail. We'll see here. He's not set.
Here's Panathinaikos. Bozidar looking inside for a falling Kaya Peeker. Tau turns it over again.
Panathinaikos is making everything tough for Tau on the offensive end. They're overplaying. Tau trying to do a little bit too much, and as a result has turned the ball over.
And a foul on the drive. Tsartsaris draws the second foul on Luis Scola.
Here we're going to say, look, Scola moving, puts his knee out. Tsartsaris going to the middle, draws a foul. Scola now has 2. He's going to have to be careful the rest of this half. He does not want to pick up that 3rd going into halftime.
Zeljko Obradovic. The head coach for Panathinaikos, the most storied team in Greek league history. Good ball moving around the perimeter now. Tsartsaris trying the lefty drive. Wild shot, Peeker. Kicking ahead for Erdogan. Pulls up for 3. Scola the offensive rebound. 3rd offensive rebound of the game for Luis Scola, and he was fouled by Kostas Tsartsaris.
Scola continues to pound the offensive board. He's been very effective here today. Panathinaikos getting really good, solid play from its bench. There's 5 points. Tau Ceramica has gotten all their points from their starters, 11 thus far.
Sergi Vidal, number 9 in white, in for Tau for his first appearance. There he is. 3 starts in 10 previous games, just 7 points per.
High screen and roll with Panathinaikos.
He sets up Peeker, but Batiste just back in, denies it up top.
And Batiste, known more for as an offensive player, makes a great defensive block, coming from the weak side. Now flashes into the post area.
Gets into the lane, little pull-up, rattles out Peeker the rebound.
Yeah, but what a good look that time by Batiste. Batiste, before he got hurt this year, was really dominating games. Missed 5-6 ball games there with a back injury. And he's back and going full strong right now.
It will be Panathinaikos ball. Yes, Batiste on the season down to 12.8 points per game, but was averaging 16 before the injury.
We'll see here the block by Batiste coming from behind. Tau Ceramica now moves into their zone.
7-point lead for Panathinaikos. They leave Batiste wide open, missing from on top. 3.5 minutes gone in the second quarter.
And Tau Ceramica, they'll live with that. They would like to have Mike Batiste out away from the basket, taking jump shots. He is a post-up player in the paint where he's very effective.
Neither team proficient so far today inside the arc. Both shooting in the 30-33% range. That's a little better. High percentage for Kaya Peeker, and he cuts the lead to 5. It's a 6-0 mini run here for Tau as they're getting some stops.
And they're getting some stops, and they're going to the zone, trying to give a little wrinkle, a new look for Panathinaikos.
The deep 3-ball ends the little run. Hatzifretis off the bench today stretches the lead up to 8.
Really a nice ball movement that time. And Panathinaikos has got good outside three-point shooters. I think that they'll have to come out of that zone to be effective. Panathinaikos drive into the middle, into the paint area.
Going to count the basket and say it's goaltending by Batiste.
But here we see the outside shooting, the good follow-through. That time by Hatzifretis, and then Panathinaikos going to the basket hard. The block by Batiste, but he got it on the way down. Good call by the official. 2 points for Tau.
So the timeout on the floor. Panathinaikos has controlled this game from the outset. Right now they have a 6-point advantage. What they're playing for, a spot in the Euroleague title game. That's coming your way here on ESPN this Sunday. We know that CSKA Moscow is there after dispensing with OAKA in today's first semifinal. Panathinaikos and Tau battling for the right to face them. Taking a look at the points distribution, where the shots have come from. 3 for 8 in the paint, so not particularly good inside the paint, but they have cashed in on a few three-pointers. As for Tau, they've 4 for 8 from there, but big problems beyond the arc.
Yeah, all the points basically for Tau have been down low. Most of it done by Scola, who's just been hammering the offensive board, been very, very effective. And Tau Ceramica has got to get a little bit more balance in their scoring attack, get a little bit more better outside shooting if they're going to get back into this ball game and be a factor. Panathinaikos continues to control the game, controls the pace of the game. They are doing a nice job on the boards. They are a very, very good rebounding team. They've come out aggressive here in the first half and have just really taken control of the game early.
Thiago Splitter, big man for Tau, going to the bench early with the 2 fouls. We haven't seen him on the floor since. Peeker's been getting the minutes up front. Scola also with 2 on the bench. So a couple of key men up front for Tau. Out of the lineup. Diamantidis had to give it out. Now has it on top. 5 on the shot clock. Lobs it for Batiste, who guides it in.
Boy, what a sensational pass that time by Diamantidis. Really in sync there with Michael Batiste. Batiste going up strong and just taking the ball right to the hoop on the dunk shot.
Halfway through the second quarter. In the quarter, not particularly impressive shooting numbers from 2-point range, but still, for Panathinaikos, an 8-point advantage. Panathinaikos on top. Shot clock down to 3. They got to hurry. Erdogan going in the lane to hit the runner. And they won't count it. The second hoop that was made by Tau that came after the shot clock.
Yeah, here we see Diamantidis, and that was a pass. I don't think that was a shot at all.
Absolutely.
It was definitely a pass. A good read by Diamantidis and Batiste together.
Ramunas Siskauskas back into the lineup, has missed the only 2 shots he has taken so far. And from deep in the corner, Milos Vujanic hits a 3 off the bench. It's an 11-point lead.
And we can see the depth here that Panathinaikos has.
Oh, they're going to count the basket for Panathinaikos and the foul on Siskauskas.
One of the easier 2 points that Tau has gotten here. Panathinaikos now comes in, drives to the hoop, gets a second basket here. He goes to the middle, no help defensively. Really an easy basket that time by Panathinaikos, which has been they've come very, very few times today so far for Tau.
Free throw falls away. Batiste the rebound. Got about 4 minutes to play in the first half. Batiste has it knocked away. Splitter is back in and came up with the steal. And again he draws a goaltending violation.
And we're seeing Panathinaikos at his best right now. Again, driving the lane, going hard at 6'6", goes up strong, goes off the board. Great call by the official. Batiste just a little bit too late. And Panathinaikos has been very successful at penetrating the defense.
How about that three ball? Maybe even a little contact. The lead is double digits. Becirovic, an outstanding first half with 10 points.
Well, Becirovic, as we know, is just a great shooter, and they've got to get on him. Otherwise, he's just going to have a field day out there shooting the basketball.
Sergi Vidal, beautiful spin, fires it back out. House has an open look for three, and it's nothing. And the ball goes out of bounds and over to Panathinaikos.
Yeah, Tau continues to have trouble shooting from behind the arc. They've been very successful at taking the basketball to the basket. They got to continue to do that. Take it right to the hoop.
Well, it has been bedlam in OAKA Arena. The Panathinaikos fans have been waiting years for this. The Final Four coming to their hometown in their home arena. And their team's got one of their best teams that they've ever had. A chance for another Euroleague title. Well, the NBA playoffs are going on now as well. And we're heading towards the conference finals. We invite you to keep it here on ESPN and check your local listing for your next game. And of course, you can keep up on all the happenings in the world of sports on SportsCenter 24/7. Check your local listings. You can also log on to ESPN.com whenever you want for your on-demand sports. Panathinaikos, Gale, couldn't have hoped for a better start here. They've got a couple of bigs for Tau in foul trouble. They got a 10-point lead.
Well, they've come out, again, very aggressive here in this first half. They got a home court advantage here. They only lost one ball game all year at home, and Becirovic has just been on fire here. He's got 10 points early on. He really has picked up the offense here for Panathinaikos. They're going to the guy with the hot hand, and he has delivered.
Just his 9th start in 22 games. Obradovic liked to bring him off the bench for some punch, and certainly he's done that job as well. But today, getting his start, Batiste just leveling a man in the backcourt, and his whistle for it. Vidal, he took the brunt of it.
Yeah, he really lays into him here. He's moving here, and he just levels him out there. I think that was a pretty good call. We're going to take a look, and he lowers his shoulder. He's moving.
So Batiste picking up that personal with about 3 minutes to play in the half. 5 team fouls now for Panathinaikos, approaching bonus situation if Tau can draw some more.
Panathinaikos really playing tough defense here. You notice everything is a struggle right now for Tau on the offensive end.
Quickly up the court, Siskauskas not looking at the hoop. They're going to bring it back out. Milos Vujanic trying to run the point here against the pressure from Vidal. It's a screen for Batiste. And haven't had a pass yet since we've crossed half court. 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah.
Vujicic had the ball the entire possession and missed a 3.
Yeah, not a good offensive set that time by Panathinaikos. Actually, no ball movement, no movement off the ball, and a lot of dribbling. Not something that Obradovic wants to see.
And a foul down low, an offensive foul on Splitter, no less. So the struggles for the young 7-footer continue. Big trouble for Tau. He's got 3.
Yeah, he's going to have to sit down now the rest of the half here. But we're going to take a look. He's got good position here, holding a little bit. Now he goes in there. Oh, and just lowers the left-hand shoulder. And a little bit of a flop. But you got to say that that is definitely a charge.
You know, Galen, with Siskauskas on him, there's no need to get too excited, right?
No,
you just go over him.
Yeah, he's got a terrific height advantage. But, you know, that's where being young, you know, it comes into play. He does not have a lot of experience. Siskauskas at 28 does have the experience, and he really does a nice job. Siskauskas comes back now and hits the 3.
It's his first hoop of the game, and it gives Panathinaikos the 13-point advantage.
Getting back to Splitter, he's got 3 fouls, and of course has to sit down, and that's going to be a blow to Tau Ceramica. But you know, he's 21, he's going to learn, he'll be back. Great young prospect.
Down low, Peeker, multiple fakes. Tau has never led. 13 just before that Peeker hoop was the largest for the Greens.
And Tau, with a little over a minute to go, only has 21 points. Panathinaikos making everything tough, and also they're having trouble shooting the basketball. The combination of both has been very, very difficult for Tau. Panathinaikos coach Obradovic has really got to be pleased with the defense that is being played. Couldn't pick and roll here. Nice dribble hesitation going off the reach in. And the foul here draws both defenders off their feet. Reach in, not bad, got the ball, but got a little bit of the wrist as well.
Second foul on Panathinaikos. Siskauskas against Scola, playing a smaller man with 2 personals. Yeah. Siskauskas decides to pull up for 3. And a rebound, Rakocevic, who hasn't done much today. The super scorer has just a deuce. Scola spinning on Siskauskas. Has to kick it all the way out.
Siskauskas doing just a nice job defensively.
Another Tau turnover, 3 on 2. Becirovic can't get the roll, but will get 2 free throws. Amos Dikudis up off the Panathinaikos bench.
Panathinaikos out on the break, a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 break. And they're the nice going hard to the hoop. Creates the foul. The pass in the lane goes up strong. Contact we see here just misses the hoop. We'll get 2 at the foul line.
Becirovic, an 81% free throw shooter, misses the first.
Almost an air ball. Barely hit that front of the rim.
Foul, the 3rd of the game on Zoran Planic. Salvages the 2nd. 11 points, leads all scorers with 30 seconds to play in the first half, and a 12-point Panathinaikos lead. Tau hasn't taken a free throw in the quarter.
You see, everything is out high.
Scola. Runner in the lane won't go. Peeker battling. Panathinaikos ball. Luigi LaMonica not dealing with the pleads of Kaya Peeker. Says he saw it clearly. 7.8 seconds left to play in the 2nd quarter. Panathinaikos leading by a dozen. And a timeout on the floor. Baseball fans, we invite you to join us on Sunday. Check the time in your area of the world for the next edition of Sunday Night Baseball. The Philadelphia Phillies going to San Francisco to take on Barry Bonds and the Giants. Bonds in pursuit of the all-time Major League record for home runs. getting a homer about every 3 games right now, so it seems to be only a matter of time until he passes the great Henry Aaron, who sits atop the list at 755. Yes. Does this look like a home court advantage?
The crowd is really into it, and they sense a victory. They want to win this championship, and they've taken a major step thus far here in the second quarter here. We look at some stats here, and we just see Tau Ceramica struggling, particularly from the three-point range, but Panathinaikos shooting very, very well. They're getting good percentage shots. They're taking care of the basketball and have really sort of dominated this ball game right from the beginning.
7 seconds left. Diamantidis goes straight in. Tomasevic spinning in traffic. Can't hit. But the tip back goes, and a foul. Ramunas Siskauskas with an incredible play.
Absolutely
now, there will be no
fantastic.
foul, but it will count.
What a great finish and a great closeout here to the second quarter for Panathinaikos. What a pick upbeat going into the locker room. We're going to see another one. A good post-up position. Turn. The good defense. It's all alone underneath. Over the head. Tipping back. Just a sensational tip by Siskauskas.
Everything going right for Panathinaikos. The 35-21 lead at halftime. Tau Ceramica from Vitoria, Spain, trailing by 14. They've managed just 21 first-half points against the vaunted Greek side of Panathinaikos. Let's go back, Gail, to the first quarter highlights when Becirovic had a huge start to this game, go to the hole and shooting it.
Yeah, he really did. He came out very, very hot. Ended up 11 points for the half. And just Panathinaikos, right from the beginning, they brought their A game.
Hatzuvredis came off the bench, and this one hit a 3 to extend the lead. And then a Panathinaikos hoop after the goaltend by Batiste. Vujanic came off the bench for a 3, and then there was some more from the guys you expect, like Becirovic and Siskauskas.
Yes, they really, again, we see the ball movement, excellent ball movement, and the ability to knock down threes has presented a problem for Tau Ceramica.
Siskauskas, this is his only deep shot of the game. It was a 3 to make it a 13-point game, but his most impressive moment came in the final seconds off the Tomasevic miss, staying alive and tipping it home at the buzzer. An outstanding play as we look at the numbers and the problems. You look at the three-point shooting for Tau, just 1 of 9. It's just killing them, along with what? The turnovers.
The turnovers. The 2 combination plus Splitter has 3 fouls. Planovic has 3 fouls. So they are in trouble. They've got to find some answers at the offensive end. They got to take care of the basketball and take good high percentage shots and start knocking down some threes.
What can Tau do? Well, one of their stars is Zoran Planovic. He spoke just before the break.
Difficult in the first half for you tonight.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I think Panathinaikos playing more aggressive than us. That's why they lead so big. They play more relaxed. We have to change some things in the second half in order to win the game.
What do you have to change? What do you have to change?
But now a lot of things. We don't play good defense, and we have to change that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, we'll see if they're able to make that change. Only one player in double digits. It is Sani Becirovic with the 11 points, and obviously Tau having all kinds of trouble scoring points with just 21 at the break. And Planovic talking about the defense that needs to change. They can't make things easy for Panathinaikos. They're too experienced, and they've got that home crowd behind them.
Well, again, I think that he hit the nail on the head when he said they got to come out with be more aggressive. We look here at the rebounding. Batiste with 4, Diamantidis with 3, Tau Ceramica doing a decent job on the boards with Piker, Scola, and Rakovic all have 5 rebounds. But they do have to come out to be more aggressive here in the second half.
Well, Igor Rakovic, the leading scorer in Euroleague this season, not to mention on his Tau team, has taken only 3 shots. And that has got to change. I guess we got to credit the Panathinaikos defense to some degree for not allowing him to have any room to operate.
They've really gotten up on him, and here we see here the good defensive play that time. But Panathinaikos came out aggressively on the defensive end. Tau Ceramica only has 12 points, and it's just been very, very difficult trying to get good high percentage shots. The play is rugged underneath the basket, and Scola is just having to fight for everything. Splitter got into foul trouble, and it's just been very, very difficult for Tau Ceramica to get anything consistently on the offensive end.
Well, Luis Scola managed only 14 minutes out of 20 in the first half because of picking up the 2 fouls. Panathinaikos has 3 fouls. Splitter has 3 fouls as well, so that's a problem for Tau. They've got to be able to put this behind them here, or Panathinaikos is in a situation where with the crowd, they could run them straight out of the building. Now, let's hear from some more of the combatants.
Mr. Itoudis, the assistant coach of Zeljko Obradovic, you made a perfect game plan in the first half.
We couldn't say that it was a perfect game. It was a good game. We do have to improve a lot more. I think we can play much better. Defensively, of course, we did a great job. We had a lot of coverages. We have a lot of rotations. We didn't jump so good under the basket. They have already offensive rebounds, but we can improve on that also, Pat.
That's what you said in the locker room?
Some of the things, yes. Some of the things. We cannot say everything, but some of the things, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, hard to imagine improving on that first half under these circumstances. Panathinaikos doing a fantastic job at shutting down that high-powered offense of Tau Ceramica. And Panathinaikos will have the ball to start quarter number 3, and they turn it over immediately.
Well, Panathinaikos is just making everything very, very difficult for Tau. They are frustrated right now, Tau is. They're turning the basketball over, but every pass is being contested. They're forcing Tau Ceramica farther out in their offensive set, and it's making it very difficult for them to get, again, good high percentage shots. And even when they get a good shot, they're just not knocking it down. The defense here, as we see, is just outstanding. And again, a tough fall-away jumper at the end with the clock running down. They have done a good job on the offensive boards. They get another opportunity here. But you can see that everything, every movement, there is Panathinaikos, the green.
Erdogan coming off the screen, missing a 3. Prigioni, the putback won't go. His second offensive rebound of this possession. That one may go on Scola, which would be his 3rd.
And Tau, it was on Scola, and Tau now has 3 great players that they have on that team with 3. As we see here, look at this, he pulls it down. I'm not sure, but I think Scola might have a little beef on this one.
Wow.
Oh, my.
That is a tough way to saddle the star player with his 3rd foul at the start of the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, good news for Tau. Prigioni apparently is healthy enough. He is starting the 3rd quarter after getting injured in the first half. Great defense there as Erdogan broke up the play.
And Erdogan goes right here on the break.
Lays it up and in, and they draw first blood to the visitors here in the 3rd quarter.
One of the easier 2 points for Tau in this ball game. Panathinaikos, that possession slow, getting bad in transition.
You think about it, 2 points from Rakocevic and 2 from Erdogan in the entire first half.
They're getting, again, just making everything very, very difficult. And this is a team, along with Scola underneath and Rakocevic from the outside, between those two, averaging 32, almost 33 points a game on the year. So they've got to get some offensive production from those 2 players.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can do it. They're decent defense to start things off here. Itoudis way up the mark of the 3. Siskauskas gets another offensive rebound. Deep 3 won't go for Becirovic, but a foul down low. Prigioni was matched up on a big man and couldn't handle it, and gave up the foul. So Prigioni picks up his 2nd. There he is, pleading his case to no avail. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. Only one basket for either side. It's come from Tau. Down low, Tomasevic. Back out Diamantine with the lefty slinging the three. House the rebound. And a Panathinaikos foul on Tomasevic. Third foul on the veteran.
And he'll go to sit down. We're going to take another look at it. House to the ball, quicker to the ball. Good call by the official. Tomasevic just a step behind.
Erdogan from the wing. Hits a three. He's involved. He's got all 5 points of the third quarter, and now it's down to a 9-point game.
And Erdogan is capable of lighting up to some big numbers here in the second half. We've got to get to him quicker.
The drive to the basket. Dikudis lays it in. First hoop of the second half for Panathinaikos.
You know what I like about Panathinaikos is that all 5 players score. They have just got great balance, and then they'll come in with a couple off the bench. And they just, you know, you can't gear your defense to any one player because they just keep coming at you with players. And we saw there Dikudis going to the basket. Again, a player that averages just 8 points a game on the year, but they've got all kinds of players, 7 of them that average 8 or more.
There's an issue over the Panathinaikos bench. One of the officials was he grabbed the assistant coach for Panathinaikos and literally pushed him back. There he is, and Obradovic saying, hey, stay seated. This is the shot by House. Does it hit the rim? Sure doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And perhaps the shot clock was reset and shouldn't have been. Well, now they are going to correct that, but it would not have been a shot clock violation just to keep the clock and down to 8. Lucky he didn't get a technical assessed for that conduct on the bench. And off the inbound, Scola forced to adjust by the defensive Dikudis. Now Dikudis leading the break, taking it straight in and drawing the foul.
Boy, what a great play on the defensive end by Dikudis, and then he follows it up with getting the ball and driving in transition to the basket.
Third foul on Prigioni. Look from the blimp.
Yeah, up top here, Prigioni thinks he got part of the ball, but I think he got part of the wrist as well. But just, you know, first of all, he contests the shot, and then he stays with it here. Gets the ball, and now he's off and takes it right to the hoop. Prigioni doesn't like the call, but I think it was a pretty good one. Got to agree with the official.
Great aggressive play by Panathinaikos there. And Dikudis will try to salvage 1 of 2. 5 points in the game for Dikudis. Also has 3 rebounds.
Not a great free throw shooter, only shoots 63% on the year. But really coming on with great aggressive play on the defensive end.
Off the scramble, a frustrated Scola. He can't come up with a play when his team needs it. Scola in the game with just 4 points. Their other star, Markosevic, just 2 points. Can't find anywhere to get their offense from, and trail by 11. And have taken only 5 free throws in the game. Siskauskas inside for Yevtokas. The loose ball scramble. The foul will go against Panathinaikos, and Robertos Yevtokas is first.
Yeah, Yevtokas, you gotta like his hustle. You gotta like the way how aggressive they're playing. There's a loose ball. Everybody goes to the floor. I like it, and that's the reason that they're on top, because they are playing with a great deal of intensity, a great deal of emotion, and they have the 6th man, the fans, behind them here in Athens, Greece.
And a glum-looking Thiago Splitter, right side of your screen, on the bench, saddled with the foul trouble. has yet to be a contributor in this all-important semifinal game at the Final Four.
Panathinaikos putting full court pressure.
Planinic handling the ball, gives to House on top. Diamantidis forced him to give it up. Erdogan firing. Offensive rebound. Peeker blocked by Evtokas. House goes back up with it, and he'll earn 2 free throws.
Good job on the offensive boards by Tau, but you got to give Panathinaikos credit. Everybody converging on the rebounder here, and out of nowhere comes number 19, Zeljko with the block. Everybody helping everyone else out defensively. You like Panathinaikos and what they're doing at the defensive end.
On a rare trip to the free throw line, House misses the first. And picks up the second. A 10-point game. Coming up on 4 minutes gone in the third. Siskauskas. Oh, he had a good look at it. He drills a 3.
Well, you give him a good look, and it's just almost automatic. He leads the Euroleague in three-point shooting at 51%. Knocks down a 3.
Well, Tau really struggled in the first half. 1 of 9 from three-point range. They turn it over here. And not doing much better at 1 of 4 in the third quarter from beyond the arc. Diamantidis inside out. Dekutis back to the defensive stalwart. Siskauskas off the fence. Now the drive. He'll get 2 free throws. No, it's Peeker on the foul.
You know, he gets better and better every time we see him. We had him a couple times early on in the year. Really came on in April in the quarters. He fakes the shot, draws the defense, goes in, absorbs the contact, almost gets the roll. And then we take a look at him here, taking the catch and shoot from three-point land.
Well, he has really developed, as you said, this year to a great all-around scorer. We know about the threes, but he can show that 3 and gets off your feet, and he's taking advantage.
Yeah, he really has. You know, coming into this league, he was known more as a slasher going to the basket with a great perimeter shot. But like you said, he has really improved all aspects of the game and really become a star here on this Panathinaikos team, which has a lot of stars.
Erdogan threw it away, intended for Peeker.
And again, Panathinaikos on the defensive end, everybody converging on the dribbler, making it very difficult to make that outlet pass and the turnover.
Just about the midway point of the third quarter. The fans at OAKA getting what they came to see. 14-point lead for Panathinaikos. Well, Tau Ceramica is doing a great job on the boards, but it pretty much ends there. They're shooting 32% from the field in this ball game.
Yeah, and that's just not going to get it done. And you got Scola with 3 fouls. You got Splitter with 3 fouls. You got Planovic with 3 fouls. So they are in foul trouble. They've have not figured out a way to really attack and get the good high percentage shots on this Panathinaikos defense.
And Panathinaikos a chance to add to this 14-point lead. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. A near steal and a foul on Panathinaikos.
Offensive foul called against number 7.
Sani Becirovic picks up his 3rd foul. We haven't heard much from him after an 11-point first half. Nikos Hatzivridis comes into the game to replace him. Kosovic with just a 1 hoop to his credit in 2.5 quarters.
And you got to give Diamantidis a lot of credit. Yes, they're switching it time to time, but it is Diamantidis who's really picked up and guarded him.
Evtokas blocks Rakosevic's shot. 5 on 3, but a disorganized break. Here's Dikudis down low. Across the Hatziveridis. No rush. They've got the big lead. And they're playing the possession. Diamantidis back out for Dikudis. Trying to break it down on Peeker. Can't hit off glass. Rakocevic collects the rebound. Trying to make something happen instead. Back out on top. Rakocevic now with Dikudis on it. 2 for 11 in the third quarter is Tau. We thought it couldn't get any worse. It has. And now Diamantidis fouls Peeker.
Is that on Diamantidis or Dikudis? I'm not sure.
Third foul.
You're right, Diamantidis.
On the Defensive Player of the Year 3 years running in Euroleague. Mike Batiste now number 8 green up off the Panathinaikos bench. Just a couple points for him and 4 rebounds. Also Albertis, number 4, coming in replacing Dikudis. 5 quick points in the first quarter for the veteran Albertis.
Made a real nice contribution on the offensive end, like you said, Mark, in that first half. Let's see if he can add to it here in the second half. He's had a good rest. Should be fresh.
And Peeker will try and cut the lead to a dozen. Somebody in early.
Yep. You get another shot. That's something that would drive a coach nuts. That's, you sort of say that never happens. You wait till the player, the ball leaves his hands, and then he goes in there.
And he misses again. Didn't cost Panathinaikos anything, but the free throws may be costing Tau something more. They're having trouble getting to the line, and when they get there, they're only in 50%. Siskauskas gives it up. Hatziveridis down low for Batiste. Goes for the jump shot. And last touch by Albertis. And over to Tau. Panathinaikos coming back with more bench players. Milos Vujanic, number 18, coming in. He had a three-pointer in the first half.
I think Splitter's now coming back in for Tau. Got to get him back in the game. He's only got 2 rebounds and 2 points thus far.
3 fouls have kept him on the bench for most of the game. He's played just 9 minutes. Planinic sets up House. 2 on the shot clock. Got a fire. And it doesn't draw iron, and a shot clock violation.
Not a good shot, not a good set that time by Tau Ceramica. Fighting the clock, end up taking a low percentage shot from the baseline. In effect, a turnover.
They have been turning it over at a rate of 6 turnovers per quarter. Right now with 14. Tough drive and a foul drawn by Vujanic. 26-year-old Serb.
There's a good hesitation. Goes in, gets the foul with the floater.
Looks like Planinic, it would be his 4th. Prigioni back into the game. He'll run the backcourt with Rakocevic.
And Prigioni only 2 assists today. He's really done an outstanding job as a point guard for Tau, getting them here. He's had difficulty today, and you got to give credit again, time and time again, to this Panathinaikos defense.
Vujanic gets them both. It's a 15-point Panathinaikos advantage. Now under 3 minutes to play in the third. Rakocevic trying to shake free, draws contact, foul on Hatziveridis, and 2 free throws coming for Rakocevic.
Yeah, Rakocevic smartly going to the basket. When the jump shot's not going, you then try to get to the foul line. He will go there and take a couple.
First trip to the line for Rakocevic. The prolific scoring season, just short of 17 points a game coming in. In a balanced Tau attack, he shared the spotlight with Luis Scola, who also averages 16 points a game. but they desperately need more offense from Igor. A 53% shooter from two-point range, 48 from three-point range, held completely in check tonight. Naturally gets them both, but the deficit is still 13. Siskauskas out high. Looking inside for Batiste. Touch pass out for Hatzidrenis. Cannot hit the three. And a shot clock violation will send the ball over to Tau.
Tau so far with only 9 points here in the third quarter. And Mark, you know, to see if we can get our research assistants to look at the lowest point scorer for a Final Four game. Tau may be on that path right now. They cannot make a basket. They cannot score. Only 30 points as we close in on the third quarter.
Under 2 minutes to play in the third. Step back three won't go. Hatzidrenis steals a rebound and a fresh 24.
And that is just hustle and effort, and that's what Panathinaikos has done right from the beginning in this ball game.
Batiste takes the contact. He wanted the dunk there. He'll have to settle for 2 free throws after the Fred House foul.
A nice foul that time by Freddie House, going up, making him score from the foul line and not on the dunk here. He goes up strong. House coming from the weak side, gets the ball, but also gets the wrist. Good call by the official. It says, take it out of here, go to the foul line, and make him there.
Batiste, 72% free throw shooter, has yet to attempt one today.
You know, since he has been hurt with his calf injury, he has just not been the same player. Early on, he was just a monster and dominated his opponents early in the season. He's come back. He still made a nice contribution, but still is not the player that we saw early on this year.
Batiste extending the Panathinaikos lead. They've never really been threatened seriously here as they push their lead up to 15, their largest of the game, really getting it done. Now a little more so from the line after a cold start from the stripe. Franciscos Albertis picking up the foul. It's just his first.
Crowd is into it. A lot of noise, a great environment to play. And they're really behind their home team, Panathinaikos. And they sense a victory. They sense the opportunity to play for the EuroLeague title on Sunday.
Now, this is what the whole season has been pointing towards. Off-season signings, contracts, everything, knowing that the Final Four would be in Athens on their home floor. If you're ever going to go for it, that's the time to do it. Tony Delk, who hasn't played at all today, just into the game for Panathinaikos here with a minute plus to play in the third, missing the jumper. Was a key guy for them off the bench. Had been averaging double digits off the bench, but his time has slipped a bit. A splitter missed the layup. Peeker puts it back.
Good anticipation by Peeker there on the offensive rebound. Stays with it. Tau now down 11.
Vujanic the drive all the way back out. 8 on the shot clock. Albertis on top. Misses the three. Prigioni the rebound. Oh! And Delk falls over a fallen Tau player. Never saw him. Back right over him at midcourt. There was Peeker on the ground. And Delk strips it away for the steal.
Yeah, good anticipation here.
Batiste. There he gets his dunk with 19 seconds in the third.
Yeah. Just the run out there. Good defensive effort that time by Delk. And then the run out.
7 seconds to play in the quarter. Rakocevic on the drive. Ran into Albertis, and now a whistle as Hatziveredis hit the deck in the lane. Only 0.8 seconds to go in the third.
Here's the dunk on the breakout. Batiste. Take another look at it from a different angle. It's all dunk. It's all 2 points for Batiste. 2 points for Panathinaikos.
Thiago Splitter will go to the free throw line to try to get the last word in the third quarter and limit the damage. Splitter is just a 54% shooter from the line. Evtokas back into the lineup for Panathinaikos. Splitter bricks the first.
Yeah, he's going to have trouble. If you watch him shoot, he really has no tempo, no flow in his shot. It's very herky-jerky. Knocks it down here.
And he salvages the second. And the last gasp coming just after the buzzer, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. We've come to the end of the third quarter in this semifinal matchup. Panathinaikos 10 game minutes away from a berth in a Euroleague title game. CSKA Moscow has already booked their ticket for the final in Athens in the Euroleague Final Four. Panathinaikos is most of the way there. The winner of our feature semifinal number 2 will face the defending champions from Moscow as we start the fourth quarter. Panathinaikos with a 12-point cushion and 10 minutes to play. Rakocevic gives to Prigioni. Guarded by Delp behind the screen. Peeker on top, handing to House. Great defense here by Panathinaikos. 5 on the shot clock. House in traffic. Missed the tip back by Splitter.
Good offensive anticipation that time by Splitter. Good big basket here by Tau Ceramica coming out here to start the fourth quarter. Down 10. They've got to pick everything up here 10 minutes away, or they're going to be playing for third place.
Tau with more baskets in the paint. Vuljanic missing on the 3 for Panathinaikos. Rebound Peeker after a bobble.
Not a good offensive set that time by Panathinaikos. Settled for the 3, settled for the long 3. Didn't really get too much going at all in towards the basket. Everything was outside.
Luis Scola with 3 fouls beginning the fourth quarter on the bench for Tau. Still within reasonable striking distance. Down 10, 9 to play.
Better ball movement now by Tau Ceramica.
Rakocevic tough pull-up rebound, Batiste.
Yeah, better ball movement, but at the end of it was really a tough shot that time by Rakocevic.
Vuljanic continuing to run the point. Diamantidis on the bench for Panathinaikos with 3 fouls. Trying to probably steal a couple more minutes here until the stalwart Diamantidis can come back on the floor. 4 fouls for Panathinaikos. He's on the bench. 3 for Scola. Erdogan also on the bench. A lot of firepower left on the pine at the moment for Tau. Dikudis missed the 3. And a foul by Vuljanic. Reaching in on Prigioni. Just the first on Vuljanic.
Vuljanic here reaches in, stops the break. A little bit of a flop by Prigioni. It was definitely a foul.
Fred House, room to shoot the 3 on top. He just cannot buy a basket. And it'll go over to Panathinaikos.
It was a good look. He caught the ball in rhythm. Just missed the shot.
He is 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He is 0 for 9 from the field as Fred House, including 6 missed threes. Tony Delp. This is Hatziveredis. Clock under 10. And a foul on the drive-in. Rakocevic with the reach-in.
Hatzaretis very clever out there running the point. Good hesitation moves, good acceleration. This is the second time now he's taken the ball into the paint with a little hesitation move, and the second time to go to the foul line.
We'll look at Obradovic's bench.
They called it before the foul, before the shot.
For Panathinaikos, Siskauskas on the bench. Becirovic, big scoring guys that he's got in reserve, buying some time on the bench for them. But here's Mike Batiste, the beast.
Nice pick and roll here. Batiste rolling to the basket. We'll see the end of the play where he goes up strong. Just really overpowers the defense. Gets the foul and will go to the line.
Mike Batiste in his 4th season with Panathinaikos.
He's really found a home here.
And he has 7th season as a professional. Did play 1 season in the NBA, got 75 games for Memphis, and then Belgium, Italy, and now 4 seasons in Greece. Sergei Vidal in for Tau. Has not been a big factor in this ball game.
Had a good ball game last time with 13. Really has been hurt most of the season. Missed a lot of ball games.
Batiste broke up the alley-oop, and then it dishes for Dekutis at the other end.
Panathinaikos getting out in transition. They run the floor well. Just playing good, solid basketball.
Prigioni the miss. Dekutis the rebound.
And Tau Ceramica shooting the ball, getting to be time of the essence here.
Panathinaikos starting to wrap their hands around this one. Vujanic inside out. Now back in the corner. Dekutis down low. Little jump hook. Slam back home by Batiste.
And it's all Panathinaikos as they can sense it. Up 16. A little under 7 minutes to go. And the crowd is really into it now.
Largest lead of the game. There's a 3 to try to quiet them momentarily, but it won't.
Panathinaikos playing very smart basketball now. Coming out high, pick and roll, going to the basket, kick back. Just really moving the basketball.
Delk, a good look at a 3, not close. Dekutis battling. Taken away by Erdogan. Trying to go coast to coast, draws contact, and an extra shove from Hatzaretis. Got to be careful there. There was the foul and then the shove to the floor.
It was sort of in 2 phases.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. It's like he got hit with an elbow to the face here. We'll take another look at it here. He goes in. There's the first foul, and then the shove, the elbow to the back of the head. Another angle. Foul, boom, and the elbow to the face and the head.
That looked a little unnecessary, that second part.
That would get you a flagrant foul in the NBA, maybe even a technical foul.
Certainly the last thing you want to do is to add life to a team that you got down in the 4th quarter.
Absolutely, and you do not want to continue to send Tau to the line. That's where you can score without the clock running, and that right now the clock is in your favor. You want, if you're Panathinaikos, you want that clock to start to run.
Erdogan just inside the arc, short on the 20-footer. So the lead continues to be in double digits. Clock now ticking below 6 minutes to play. 3-point numbers.
14% for Tau Ceramica. That's really been one of the differences of the ball game, along with the turnovers.
Painful. Oh, and a palming violation as Vujanic tried to take it into the lane. I think that's the first palming violation I've seen in all our EuroLeague games this year.
It's not called too often.
NBA, they're calling it. College, they're calling it, but not so much in EuroLeague. Well, a reminder, golf fans, coming up next for our Latin American viewers, PGA Tour Golf, Wachovia Championship, second round action. So keep it here on ESPN. Now a 53-42 Panathinaikos advantage. They have won every quarter, and they have done an outstanding job of keeping a high-powered Tau offensive team completely under wraps. Now, they've also had the advantage of playing this Final Four semifinal in front of their home fans at OAKA Stadium.
Well, that is an advantage that they do get to. Here they see on the break here, just a great teamwork. The pass, the open to the look, you know, Delt to Batiste to Decudis here, and
Mike Batiste finishing it up on the other end. Bozidar Maljkovic, 4 EuroLeague titles. It looks like that number will stay where it is for now unless he and his team could come up with something truly amazing. You saw the numbers for Becirovic. All 11 of his points came in the first half, getting Panathinaikos off to that great start. After that, a lot of the other guys kicked in, and Becirovic has not scored in the second half, but it's hardly mattered as Panathinaikos as a team has just dominated this one.
And Becirovic, who's really had a tough night scoring.
Prigioni missed the 3. Scola the rebound and putback. We're not going to put Panathinaikos into the finals just yet. It's a single-digit game now. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter from Athens, the Final Four semifinal number 2. Mark Brandwell with Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich. Panathinaikos with a 9-point lead. And Tau gets a stop. They're still alive.
They get a stop, and Scola has really been one of the bright spots today. There hasn't been a lot, but one of the bright spots for Tau Ceramica. He's now back in the ball game.
Erdogan runs into trouble. And Decudis came up with the steal.
Good team defense by Panathinaikos, helping one another.
Zeljko on the baseline. Back out. Diamantidis says we don't need that 3.
We can get it anytime we want. Let's see if we can get a better one.
Quick hands for Prigioni. Another steal. Erdogan off the fake in rhythm. And it's a 3. Look out. It's a 6-point game.
Here they come. And Prigioni, how smart he is. He passed up the 3. He knew Erdogan was in the corner. Erdogan is just an outstanding shooter, a better shooter than Prigioni. So he pulls up and throws the ball, skip pass, and they get the 3.
Well, a chance for the visiting fans from Vitoria, Spain to cheer. Tau Ceramica down 15 moments ago after this Erdogan 3. It's a 6-point game. And with 4 minutes left, they're back within striking distance.
They really are. They're not going away. 4 minutes. This game is far from being over, and I'm sure Obradovic, the coach for Panathinaikos, made that very same remark during the timeout.
And a foul inside. Scola guarding Batiste. Luis Scola picking up his 4th personal foul.
Personal foul on number 4, Luis Scola. That's his 4th.
There's Batiste. This is a Batiste that we're used to seeing. Down low, in the block, creating some contact, going up strong, draws the foul, and Scola picks up his 4th.
At this point, you got to consider leaving him out there. There's about 4 minutes left.
Time is of the essence. They need him on the court. He's going to do no good sitting over there on the bench. He's one of the best power forwards in all of Europe. Would probably be voted to the All-Euro first team, which is presented tomorrow night at the banquet.
Well, 1 of 2 by Batiste, so a 7-point lead for Panathinaikos. Erdogan, a big part of them slicing into that lead. A nice fake and drew the foul on the wily Diamantidis. He's saying I was going up. I should have 3. And the officials have ruled it a foul on the floor, which might first take was that it should be a foul on the floor, but we'll see.
I think so too. Let's take a look. There's the foul. There's a fake. There's the foul right there. He wasn't shooting. No. He was looking to make another one dribble and then pull back and shoot it.
You can't blame him for trying. It's the 4th foul on Diamantidis, so that could be an issue. The defensive stopper. Boy, they would hate to lose him for any point of the game.
And that's going to be all for Scola.
Oh, you don't want to go out that way. Setting a screen.
And the crowd reacts. He is definitely laughing, smiling, but he's really upset inside. You can see it. There he goes, huh? A disappointing game for Scola.
Luis Scola has fouled out. One of the main weapons in all of Euroleague basketball, no longer available for Tau. All kinds of contact, no whistle. Planinic against 3 or 4 guys draws a whistle.
Scola he's going to get a technical here if he doesn't calm down a little bit.
I'd like to see it again.
Siskauskas gets his second. We're going to take a look at Panathinaikos in the open floor. The foul, the movement. Panathinaikos going hard to the basket.
Siskauskas picks up his 2nd personal foul. All Luis Scola can do is watch his Tau team. He is powerless to contribute. He is fouled out. Final numbers for Scola in the ballgame: 6 points, 7 rebounds. Not his normal level of production. Batiste takes down the miss. Siskauskas running the floor, pulls it back out with a 6-point lead. Approaching 3 minutes to play in the game. Batiste on the baseline, spinning against Peeker. Lost the dribble. 3 on the shot clock. Diamantidis. The Planinic kicked all over him, but kept alive. A fantastic offensive rebound for Panathinaikos with a fresh 24.
Big play that time.
I think it was Becirovic who kept it alive.
They really played great defense, forced Panathinaikos into a very tough, difficult shot. Had an opportunity to get the ball. Panathinaikos comes up with the rebound. Now they have another foul. There he is going to the line. The foul.
Kaya Peeker with the foul for Tau. It is his 3rd, and Becirovic hits the free throw.
Becirovic, an 81% free throw shooter.
His first points since the 2nd quarter, but they're big ones. The lead is back up to 8. Splitter lays it in.
And they're back to 6. They're still in this ball game. A lot of time with 2:14 to go.
Splitter's got 7 points in the game. He struggled with foul trouble early, and now foul in the lane. Frustration creeping into Tau. They've been able to get it to 6 and no closer. 2:06 is all that's left.
They continue to play hard here. Splitter going hard. Look at the hole right there. He's holding. Peeker. Easy call to make by the official. Every time down now is a desperation for Tau. They continue to play hard, but they're playing from behind.
Both free throws good for Batiste, who now has 13. Under 2 minutes to play. It's an 8-point Panathinaikos lead. They're this close to the championship game, and a foul on the drive-in. Becirovic picks it up. We'll see if Panathinaikos can hold things together here.
Not a good foul that time by Becirovic. They want to run the clock. Tau Ceramica now goes to the line, has an opportunity to score points with the clock stopped.
Big rebound for Mike Batiste. Working on a double-double. That is his 10th rebound to go along with those 13 points. How about that? Double-digit lead now. Vujanic getting some crunch time, playing time tonight, and he is making it count. 61-51. Panathinaikos can taste it.
And here's the penetration, the kick out, and the three. Yes, they can smell victory in Athens.
So now time really starting to be a factor. Cal was able to get it within 6 outside 2 minutes to play, and they haven't been able to get it any further. Panathinaikos has had the answer. Becirovic has 13, Batiste has 13, along with 10 rebounds, as Panathinaikos starting to make all the plays when it counts.
And Siskauskas has 9, Vujanic has 8. So we see the depth and the consistency by contribution for everyone coming off the bench of Panathinaikos. You see here the drive, the kick out, the open three, nothing but net.
The 4th assist of the game from Diamantidis off that penetration. And a huge three to make it a 10-point game. 138 is all that's left. Tau is going to need a miracle. Panathinaikos. Oh, look at the defense hounding him. Panathinaikos misses the runner. Couldn't control the rebound. Diamantidis bringing it up, brings it back out. No rush. And there the foul. If it's Panathinaikos, it is number 5, and that would be it for him. So 2 men fouled out for Tau.
They're starting to celebrate in Athens.
A 12-point advantage. 115 is all that stands between Panathinaikos and a spot in the final. Prigioni lets fly. Splitter not giving up inside and draws a foul. If it's Diamantidis, he's fouled out. 1:02 left. And it is on the great defensive star and stat sheet stuffer for Panathinaikos. He is fouled out.
Good solid floor game by Diamantidis. Didn't score for 3 points today, but did a nice job of running the offense, playing defense, rebounding, assists. He really is the leader of this team, and they'll have a chance to come back Sunday to wrap up.
Siskauskas is fouled by Erdogan with just under a minute to play. Think they're excited in Athens? What a matchup it appears we're about to see. Panathinaikos, one of the powers coming in, had a little hiccup middle of the season before getting it back together with the return of Batiste. And of course, the defending champion CSKA Moscow, who awaits the winner of this one, looking more and more like it'll be the Greens from Panathinaikos. Layup to cut it to 12. Desperation pressure by Tau's broken. Will they foul to extend it? Backing it away there. Apparently ready to play it straight up. Let it play out. Drive in, kick out. Becirovic from the free throw line. Batiste hammers it down with 25 seconds left.
The celebration has begun.
House inside, wild reverse won't go. He's got it back.
Difficult day for Freddie House.
10 seconds left in Athens. Make it 3.5. One more step towards the ultimate goal for Panathinaikos. And the clock ticks away. Let the celebration begin. Panathinaikos, in front of their home crowd, will play CSKA on Sunday for the Euroleague title.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Euroleague would like to congratulate Panathinaikos for its victory in the second semifinal game of the Euroleague Basketball Final Four. We have our matchups for Sunday's games. Panathinaikos will compete on Sunday evening.
A disappointing day for Luis Scola and his Tau teammates, one of the top players in all of Europe. Scola did not have the kind of game that we're used to seeing. Fouling out, saddled with foul trouble all game. Panathinaikos never trailed in this one. They jumped Tau early, led by 15 on a couple of occasions, and never saw it sink below 6.
Really a great team victory for Panathinaikos. A lot of contribution. Just a great effort. And they will look forward to Sunday's game.
We'll be back with more from Athens in the wake of Panathinaikos' 14-point victory. Well, fill out your brackets. We've got our final. CSKA Moscow, the defending champ, and its 5th consecutive Final Four. On to the final after a 12-point victory over OAKA earlier today, and moments ago it went official. Panathinaikos with the victory over Tau. So we have our matchup set. Our coverage here on ESPN will begin with the 3rd-place game. OAKA taking on Tau Ceramica at an all-Spanish derby. You won't want to miss that one. And that will lead us into the battle for the 2007 EuroLeague title. CSKA Moscow, the defending champ with almost their entire cast back from last year's title, will take on Panathinaikos, the host team of EuroLeague Final Four 2007. A great matchup, and it has about all the juice that you could imagine. And right now, Panathinaikos in the celebration. They were set off to a tremendous start by one of their guards, Sani Becirovic, who had 11 first-half points. Let's hear from him in his comments after the game.
You lost in 2002 against Panathinaikos with Obradovic, and you said if I can beat him, I stay with him, I join him.
Yeah,
that's why.
This is what they say, so I hope this time to be on the right team.
You made the first 7 points in the first 5 minutes. You played a great game, which was the key. Your defense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we played really, really good defense, 3 quarters. Maybe in the last quarter we played a little less intense, but I think the defense was definitely the key.
And it will be the final of defense because Tau made 53 points and OAKA 50 points. It will be.
I think it's going to be a really tough match in the finals. And I think that the teams that play the best defense really will meet in the finals. So we will see. Maybe it's not going to be nice to watch.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Well, we're going to watch it anyway. We think it'll be plenty nice to watch. Sani, thanks very much for spending some time with us after an outstanding 15-point effort that tied with Mike Batiste for game high. Batiste also with a game high 12 rebounds for a double-double performance for the beast Batiste. Here's a look at the final stats, Gail.
Well, we can see here that it really was the shooting of the 3-point range. 8 for 24 for Panathinaikos. Tau only 4 for 24. But Becirovic, he came out strong. They came out aggressive. He got him going. Got the first 7 points, and I think he's right. I think that this is going to be a great defensive matchup come Sunday with CSKA and Panathinaikos. It's going to be a very rugged game, and for basketball purists, it's going to be an outstanding battle to see who wins the Euro Championship in 2007.
On an individual basis, Tau Ceramica didn't have anybody who could really find any offense today. Erdogan had 11 off the bench, the only player in double digits. As for Panathinaikos, they got 3 men in doubles. That's to be a great sign that Batiste played so well.
Yeah, it really has. We looked like we saw the Batiste of old. He got 15 points here coming off the bench. You know, he's really a monster, takes up a lot of space in there, and he just, I thought, did an outstanding job.
One more time, a look ahead to Sunday's championship game. CSKA Moscow looking to go back-to-back and looking for their 6th all-time Euroleague title. Panathinaikos is after their 4th championship since 1996. It's a matchup you won't want to miss. Check the time in your area of the world. A Euroleague championship game Sunday here on ESPN. Well, glad you could join us today from today's events from Athens. Both semifinals are complete. Panathinaikos books their ticket. They will take on CSKA after a great performance. For Gail Goodrich, I'm Mark Brown. So long for now. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For now, so long. 67-53 is the final. Panathinaikos will play for the title.
Basketball devotion.